So Altius is actually a Latin word, and I borrowed it from the Olympic motto, which is Citius Altius Fortius, which means faster, higher, stronger. And Altius means higher. I got into leadership training early on. I've worked with some of the largest companies in the world doing this with Dun & Bradstreet, Microsoft, CenturyLink, large telecom companies. And a lot of what I've done, I've led sales teams and sales organizations and been responsible for training them up with respect to training and communication skills and sales skills and things of that nature. What occurred to me was that after doing this for about 20 or 25 years, that traditional learning, while it's great in its own right, it has some shortcomings. Traditional learning is good, but the learning is temporary. Experiential learning is about getting it into your system and getting it into your bones and learning it long term, not just where I come in as a trainer and I put some platitudes up on a wall and say, go learn that, and somebody says, these are great, they take some notes, but it's rarely ever a part of them for their lifetime. Altius leadership is about experiential learning that never goes away. Imagine for a moment, in most organizations, someone has to be at work at 9 o'clock. So before they check into their office, they hang their coat and their hat on the hook outside. They go in and work for 8 hours and they just do their job. At 5 o'clock, they come out, they pick up their hat and their coat, their motivation, their inspiration, the things that are important to them, and they take it out to the community. Imagine how much better your organization could be if when someone comes in the morning, they just hang their coat and their hat, but they bring their passion and their inspiration, their motivation to work. That's what this is about. I'm an expert in trainer design. I design customized trainings. So when an HR director or a vice president, CEO says, I want my employees to learn and to become proficient at this, that's when I design something for you. So what you're going to get is you're going to get a workforce that knows exactly what you want them to learn and to learn it in an experiential way that's going to stay with them for their lifetime.
A little bit about what the individual is going to, what are my employees actually going to get from this?
The primary benefit for your employees is that they're going to have the opportunity to do a deep dive into why they are the way they are. How have they thought throughout their lives? What sort of belief systems have they built up so that they have become the person they are? And now how do I tap into the best version of who I am? And when I become that best version, I am that best version at work. And a side benefit is I get to take that best person outside to be a better mother or father or a better employee or a better deacon at my church or something like that as well. But your employee gets to bring that to work. Therefore, you get a more productive, inspired, motivated employee as well. Imagine for a moment if you had a workforce full of people that have empowered themselves, that it said, I will be this type, and this type can be what is most important to them and their organization. I will be this type of engineer. I will be this type of customer service representative. And they bring that to their workforce day in and day out. Imagine how powerful your company could be. This is a particularly good time for my type of training because we live in a society now that is more socially aware and socially conscious than ever before. My trainings are kind of an East meets West type of training. The Eastern philosophy of the human being as a whole and a whole person, yet with an other-centered focus, and the Western philosophy of this is about productivity and making money and building business. So those two combine. Why not have an organization that's filled with people that are socially aware, socially conscious, that enables us to go out into the marketplace and create money in a socially conscious way? So what I'd hope to get out of this is I hope to have some students come up to me and say, I had this aha moment. This moment where I realized that I've been living my life a certain way because of stories I made up a long time ago because of something that happened. And yet, I can make up a different story. I can move forward in my life with a different aspect of life, with a different viewpoint on life, with a more powerful way of living my own life. That makes it all worthwhile for me as a trainer. It's not about money, it's about helping other people realize how powerful they can be in their own life. One of the goals of Altius Leadership is to make it so that your organization gets to tap into the best version of your human capital. You need this now because probably the competitive edge of the 21st century and beyond is the human-to-human connection that people have. We teach people how to be the most effective communicators, how to resolve conflict effectively, how to tap into the powerful people that they are. That's what's going to set your organization apart from other organizations. I'm really looking forward to working with you and your organization. That means we get to have a conversation. I call it a needs assessment analysis. That's a consultation by which you and I do a deep dive on what it is you want your people people to learn, how effectively you want them to learn it, whether it's your customer service department, your leadership, your sales department, or whatever. We custom design a training that's budget friendly so that you and your organization can go to the highest level. Altius in Latin means highest. Let's take your company to the highest level.